and we are back here today. Beautiful night here at JJ Isaacson Field here in Omaha, Nebraska. Got a good game ahead of us between the second-seeded Omaha Black Sox taking on the seventh-seeded Omaha Cropdusters. Another game for the Cropdusters, which has huge playoff implications. For the Black Sox, not as much. They've locked up the 2 seed. They know they'll be playing either the Cropdusters or the Red Raiders in the playoffs. But for the Cropdusters, it's been a rough go here recently. They've lost 4 in a row, Jack.
Yeah, the Cropdusters aren't playing the baseball they want to here as we wind down towards the stretch. The Cropdusters, yeah, they're fighting. They could be a 6 seed. They could be an 8 seed. They're really in a fight for, seeding, and you don't want to play the filth ballers right off the bat the way they've played during the regular season. But the Black Sox, we'll see them take a more nonchalant approach. They got the 2 seed, nothing really to play for in these last couple days of the regular season. So the Cropdusters will be going 100%. It'll be interesting to see what the Black Sox do tonight, knowing that really and realistically there's nothing to play for.
Yeah, especially for the Black Sox. They've already locked up the 2 seed as we take a quick look at the standings here. Like you mentioned, no team in that 8 spot, no team wants to be in that 8 spot because of the team that's at the top and the filth ballers. And then like we mentioned, Black Sox coming in there at 2. Haymakers with that win in the game just previous to this locked up the 3 spot. And then now we'll have the Rail Riders of the Bombers fighting for that 4-5. They will play each other. That's a confirmed matchup. We just don't know who's going to be the 4, who's going to be the 5. And then coming in 6, currently we got the Royal Blue Dogs. Then we got the Cropdusters, Red Raiders bringing up the rear here. And so, yeah, just like you mentioned, a big fight at the bottom there between the Cropdusters and Red Raiders.
Yeah, take a look at 6, 7, 8, Royal Blue Dogs, Cropdusters, and Red Raiders. I mean, it could definitely come down to head-to-head matchup tiebreakers. The Black Sox have taken the first 2 from the Cropdusters 6-1 and 3-2. So the Cropdusters haven't had much offense going in the 2 matchups versus the Black Sox. We'll see if that changes tonight.
Yeah, coming up here, we've got to take a quick look at our impact players here for today. First off, let's start off with the Cropdusters. For the Cropdusters, it's Thatcher Kozol. Thatcher Kozol has been a force to be reckoned with all year. He's 13 for 43, so that's 302 at the plate. He's got 8 RBIs on 8 singles as well. So really just one of the best players that you're looking for in terms of getting on base. He'll probably be up there towards the top of the lineup today, and then he'll get there, and then he'll steal the base as well. He's got 6 stolen bases on the year as well.
I mean, yeah, look at the hat. Thatcher Kozol, he's a South Dakota State Jackrabbit. Not too many guys in this league are Division I guys. Thatcher is, and he's at that level for a reason. He's been really impressive this summer, and I go to University of Nebraska Omaha, so I saw him play the Mavs a couple times, and he's a really impressive player, and see if he gets going tonight.
And then on the other side of things, we'll take a look at the best hitter on the Black Sox, and Spencer Crane. He's been an impact player just about every single game that we've had for the Black Sox because of his absolute prowess when he's at the plate. On the year, he's looking at, I believe here, as I just lost it, he's 21 for 58. That's 362 on the highest highest total at-bats on this Black Sox team. He's got 13 singles, 4 doubles, 2 triples, and 2 home runs. That's an OPS of 1.067. And it's been an absolutely crazy season for Spencer Crane.
Yeah, he's looking really good. 362, 8 extra base hits. That's really impressive. And the Black Sox, he's a good reason as to why they're 15-8 this season through 23 games. But look, records aside, anybody can beat anybody in this league. It could be the Cropdusters night. It could be the Black Sox night. We'll find out in about 2 hours.
Yeah, we'll see who's up. We'll take a quick break here. We'll have first pitch when we return here at JJ Isaacson Field. This is the Corn Belt League Network. ready here for the first pitch. As it's a strike swinging. Brandon Krebs on the mound here for the Black Sox. 31 innings pitched on the year. He's 1 for 1. 20 strikeouts, 11 walks. Going up against number 36, Kate Owens, the left fielder today for the Cropdusters. On the year, Owens is 17 for 56, 15 singles, 10 RBIs, 15 runs scored. He's got 6 strikeouts as well, does Kate Owens. The count sits at 1-2 for Owens. Another one hit high and out of play. Good work by Owens to keep this at-bat alive.
Yeah, he is a left-handed, or excuse me, right-handed batter to begin the game, and righty-righty matchup. Sun setting here in Omaha. This is awesome.
Another one fouled. This one just misses the press box. That's 3 straight foul balls straight behind Owens. He's just missing these balls by a little bit. He's getting under it with great timing, but missing the location of these balls from Krebs. This one roped into left field. It'll fall, so a leadoff single for Kate Owens in this Cropduster offense.
Yeah, battling those pitches off, but gets one to hit and drives it into left field. Great way to start for the Cropdusters, a team that's struggling coming into this game.
That'll bring up Jack Tilton, the left-handed shortstop. Pitch just catches the low outside corner, so it'll sit at 1-1. Pickoff throw not in time.
Now facing a left-handed hitter, and this is an advantage towards the defenders. He pulls the ball first or second base. He can get a double play ball easily here.
This one hit high towards the left center. Make the run in, and making the play there is the left fielder, Darius Hagan.
Now batting, the third baseman from the Collegiate St. Scholastica, number 5, Nathan Wickham.
Now up to bat is Nathan Wickham, the third baseman. Runner goes. Throw is there. Looks like they got him.
There's absolutely no reason you shouldn't be sliding on a steal attempt there. And that was the killer there for the Cropdusters. And that's something they just can't afford here. I mean, they're fighting for playoff spots. You got lead guy on. Need to be sliding there.
This one hitting the shallow right field and making the play. What a play that is by the right fielder of the Black Sox. That's Christian Harris laying out for the grab, and that'll retire the side. No runs on no hits for the Cropdusters. We'll head to the bottom of the first here on the Corn Belt League Network. up for the Black Sox. Number 14, Peyton Blinn, the shortstop. Blinn on the year, 9 for 29. He's drawn 12 walks, however, and then he uses that speed to kill you on the bases. So just a pure leadoff hitter for the Black Sox. Going up against Easton Barnes, 11 innings pitched, 19 earned runs, so it's an ERA of 11.4 on 3 starts, 4 total appearances.
Yeah, this could be a start for Barnes where it really boosts his confidence heading into the postseason. Needs one of those. Needs to put his team on his back in a crucial game for the Cropdusters.
This one fouled off left field territory.
And yeah, it's a completely different approach for the Black Sox. You know, they got that 2 seed locked up, so will they throw some guys that don't normally?
Starting with Krebs is a pretty common thing that's happened before this season.
Yeah.
This is Krebs's, I believe, 7th start of the year.
Yeah, Krebs is a normal face we see in the starting rotation, so far normalcy for the Black Sox.
I think maybe we'll see a shorter leash for him, though. Maybe only 2 or 3 innings until they can start getting start rotating more guys in, more relief pitchers as well. Maybe just looking to see who they can rely on in relief once you get into the postseason.
Yeah, that's definitely very possible because they want to save Krebs because they might need him, you know, at some point during the tournament. So yeah, maybe not the longest leash.
Now batting, the left fielder from Northeast.
That'll bring up the left fielder,
Number 25, Darius Hagan.
Darius Hagan.
Hagan in left field tonight, righty matchup after a nice play over there by shortstop from Jack Tilton.
First pitch low from Barnes. Product out of Highland Community College, can pretty much play anywhere on the field, except for maybe the third base or shortstop area. He plays first, outfield, as well as pitching. So very good utility player, especially on this Cropduster team that needs it, because they don't have the normal 23, 24 guys. They're only at 18 guys.
Yeah, that's a big difference. 4 or 5 guys on a roster in a summer league is a big difference. It's good to have a utility guy like that. I'm sure they're very reliable towards him this summer.
This from Darius Hagan, the first baseman there. That's Blake Peabody. Was just had his back turned to the ball and was just kind of strolling to first base. And Hagan takes advantage of that, and he'll hit with an infield single.
Yeah, not sure where the head of that of Peabody was there. He's got to cover the bag. That's the second baseman's ball, and you know, even the pitcher there. And Barnes was a little confused. He's like, "Where are you at?" And he had to run over there. But yeah, just a
day. And then following him, we've got our impact player, Spencer Crane, as the designated hitter. 2 very strong arms up to bat here for the Black Sox.
Yeah, you can see the Black Sox have the extra hitter. The Cropdusters do not.
I think that makes sense with only 18 arms compared to 22 that they're only throwing 7. And it also makes sense why they've struggled of late, because especially with a reduced number of subs, you're just not going to get you're going to get a lot of fatigue, I should say, because you're not able to rotate guys in and out as much.
Oh, absolutely, and I think that'll happen during the postseason if the Cropdusters make a run. You get to that final on Saturday, or Sunday, excuse me. And I mean, yeah, that'll take a toll. You know, having, again, 4 or 5 guys down, it's a big difference in baseball.
Barnes gets set for the 1-1. Runner goes, but it's a foul ball. One and 2, the pitch count is. Barnes gets set and delivers. This one up and outside. You got to think Darius Hagan's waiting to pull the trigger here with that kind of speed at first base.
Yeah, you know, nobody's really holding them on or, you know, even looking really for a steal here. So you can see Higgins 1 out, put a runner in scoring position early. Yeah, I wouldn't be shocked.
And there he goes, right as we said. Throw is there in time. Was the play made? Yes, it was. So that'll be the second out. So Maybe the wrong call there to send Hagan on the steal. Great jump there by Potee behind the plate.
Well, so far, defensive player of the game really for me is Jack Tilton. Has to, he catches that ball on the right side of his body, has to go towards his left, cross his body to make the tag. That's an unbelievable play, and they get the second out.
Another foul ball there, so it'll bring up full count against Caden Young. Another foul ball. All the foul balls seem to be hitting that top left of the backstop fence. So maybe you just need to adjust the swing a little bit here for Caden Young, and he'll put this ball in play. That pitch just outside. It is a walk. So Caden Young will take first base, and that'll bring up Spencer Crane, the designated hitter, our impact player of the game.
The designated hitter of Baldwin Wallace, number 31, Spencer Crane.
2 home runs on the year for Crane, and he's the only Black Sox player with any home run. Black Sox have 2 on the year, and they're both from him. First pitch is high.
And after that caught on the base path comes into play, because instead of first and second, 1 out, it's a runner on first, 2 outs. It's first and second and 1 out. World of a difference. And you got a speedy guy like Hagan that probably could have scored from second base on a base hit. So big difference, and a mistake there from the Black Sox, which we thought was a good idea, but just couldn't get down the base paths in time and didn't get a quick enough jump.
Didn't get the jump, and the one who did get the jump was the catcher Potee. Incredibly quick jump time there to get up and throw that ball to the shortstop Tilton, who made a great tag.
Yeah, across his body to make the play. A lot of guys at the collegiate level can't make that play, especially against a speedy guy like Darius Hagan. All around an impressive play defensively from the Cropdusters.
Those are the type of plays you're going to need if you're going to take down this Black Sox team, sitting at 15-8.
Yeah, they're a really good team there. They got the 2 seed locked up, the Cropdusters, hanging towards the bottom 3 of the league with the Red Raiders and the Royal Blue Dogs. These games are important for the Cropdusters.
That pitch low and away. It'll be a walk. And advancing to second is Caden Young as Crane takes first base. That's only the 7th walk of the year for Crane. Usually a guy who loves to swing. He's got 12 strikeouts because he knows he can hit far. So the runner's on first and second. It'll bring up the catcher, Rusty Wortman. First pitch is low for a ball. Second pitch just inside and just a little bit high there. So it's 2-0.
Yeah, Rusty's been really impressive. 412 average, 487 on base, 588 slugging. It's been a really good summer for the left-handed hitter.
This one hit high out of play on the left field side. Another one hit high and out of play.
That's something to notice here that Rusty Wortman, he's trying to go up play.
That pitch inside, so it'll be 3-2 the count. This one hit off the inside of the bat. Broken bat situation, and it'll be the third out of the inning. So we'll head to the top of the second inning. 0-0 the score. No runs on one hit for the Black Sox. And for the Cropdusters, it'll bring up Dakota Hogan, Blake Peabody, and Thatcher Kozol at the top of the second. This is Corn Belt League Baseball, and we'll be back after the break. And we're back here with Dakota Hogan up to play here, the second baseman for the Cropdusters. Still working against Brandon Krebs. First pitch in there for a strike. This one hit high, popped to the left side of the infield, making the play as the third baseman, Sipe. So it's one down here quick for the Cropdusters.
Yeah, that's what you need if you're Krebs and the Black Sox. Get those quick outs, be pretty efficient.
Big swing there from number 17, Blake Peabody, the first baseman. This one hit. Making the catch there is the center fielder for the Black Sox. That's Darius Hagan out there in center.
So far, not much patience from the Cropduster hitters, swinging at a lot of first pitches in the count. Krebs will take that all day because he knows he trusts his defense to make those plays. The Black Sox have to be feeling pretty good about where they are so far in this game.
So that'll bring up the designated hitter, Thatcher Kozol, number 31. Krebs, a pitcher from just across the road here in Fremont, Nebraska, plays at Midland University. Pitch just high. It'll be 1-2. Big swing there, and it's a strikeout. So Krebs gets Thatcher Kozol swinging, and that'll bring up the Black Sox back to hit again. In the bottom of the second will be Sipe, Zwiener, and Harris coming up for the Black Sox. We'll be back after the break. Back here, we've got Dustin Sipe, the third baseman, up for the Black Sox. Looking to get some offense going here, but pitchers have been dealing so far. Krebs and Barnes both been putting some good work in early on in this game. Not like the first inning we saw last game between the Rail Riders and the Haymakers, where the Haymakers put up 6 in the top of the first. Another pitch just outside for Barnes. Sipe on the year 10 for 36. That's 278 on the average. He's got 8 singles, 2 doubles, 7 RBIs, 12 runs scored, drawn 6 walks, and struck out 5 times. And if you're Barnes, you don't want to give up this early walk here, especially with Zwiener and Harris coming up. Both of them have been pretty good on the bases. Right on cue, there's a walk. So Sipe will take first, and that'll bring up the first baseman, Brandon Zwiener.
Now batting, the first baseman from Kansas Westland, number 45, Brandon Zwiener.
Zwiener on the year 15 for 45, has 11 singles, 4 doubles, 10 RBIs, only struck out 5 times. That's an average of 333. So a very strong, confident hitter here in Zwiener. First pitch way outside there for Barnes.
Yeah, Barnes' command hasn't been the best here. Already 3 walks in this game. Just an inning of work.
Got a lot of help from his defense there as this one's lifted in the left center field. But it's shallow and running in on it. And the catch just missed there by the center fielder, Caleb Copeland. That's a hard play to make there in center field, laying out for that one, just unable to get under it. So it's a single there for Zwiener.
Now batting, the right fielder from Nebraska Westland, number 7, Christian Harris.
That'll bring up Christian Harris, number 7, the right fielder. On the year 4 for 26, that's 154 in the average. Also only has an OPS of around 526, so not the strongest season here hitting for Christian Harris, but he does his work in right field. And that's why the Black Sox keep playing him. Very good defender, Harris is. That one inside looked like it got the umpire. Hits the umpire in the forearm. The umpire will take a knee here. Harris pulls away from the bunt, and the ball hits the umpire square in the forearm. For a pitch that's traveling around 80, 84. It's got to be a rough one to take there for the umpire.
Yeah, you never like to see that. Hopefully he's okay. He'll have a bruise tomorrow morning, that's for sure. But right now it's just maybe throw some ice on it quick when you get home tonight, huh?
That'll probably be the best solution for him here as he takes a little bit of time to gather himself again. That's one of those where it sounded like it hurt, just the way it made contact with the forearm, but umpire looks good. Looks like he's ready to go, so players will step back into their positions here. Fans show their gratitude. It's got to be a hard one to take there, especially this early into the game.
Yeah, early in the second inning, you got a long way to go. Hopefully he's all right as this game progresses. Barnes is going to have better control if he wants to keep his Cropdusters in this game for long. We've seen 3 walks, excuse me, couple base hits. Still nobody out. The runner advanced to third on the pitch hit from the home plate umpire there.
There's a bunt laid down, great bunt. It'll keep the runner at third, but it will get the out for Harris. So sacrifice bunt advances the runner from first in Zwiener, so runners on second and third with one out. Coming up for the left fielder, Matthew Bridwell. Infield in again, expecting another bunt. It's a dangerous game, though, especially with Bridwell. Bridwell, a very weak contact hitter. Only one hit on 18 at-bats. So that's 0.056 on the average. That pitch high.
If you can get something in the air, a medium distance in the outfield, it's 1-0 Black Sox. But now you're ahead 2-0. Why aren't you? I mean, why in the world would you swing at this next pitch with the way the command has been going for Barnes?
Yeah, if I'm Bridwell, especially with the way I've been struggling at the plate, only 1 for 18, I think I'm taking here all the way. And right on cue, there's a pitch inside, so it's 3-0. Chance for Bridwell to get on base here. He's only been walked 6 times this year, so an on-base percentage of .346 for Bridwell. As finally Barnes throws one in for 3-1. That pitch high, it is a walk, and that'll bring up Manny Fregoso, the second baseman, another hitter struggling here for the Cropdusters, sorry, for the Black Sox. Only 5 hits on 30 at-bats, 4 singles, 1 double, 3 RBIs. That's 167 for the average and 167 for the on-base percentage here for Manny Fregoso.
Yeah, 4 walks already, bases loaded, less than 2 outs. This is a big opportunity for the Black Sox.
Quick meeting here for Barnes with the bases loaded. Just how do you want to attack this? How are we seeing? As we see no movement here in either bullpen.
So I think at the end of the day, Barnes is going to have to be able to find the strike zone better and more often, because right now he's at a pace where he can't last long in this game, and the last thing the Cropdusters want to do is burn more pitching than they have to tonight, because 2 days later you got to go play the Rail Riders. You'll come out angry after getting smoked earlier today.
And the Rail Riders still have something to play for, as do the Cropdusters. It's not going to be like a game against the Black Sox, who really have nothing to look forward to. They're just trying to get some momentum here and score a lot of runs going into this playoff run. They do have a game after this one. This is not their last game of the season, as that one hits the arm of Manny Fregoso, so he will just advanced on the single from Zwiener and then advanced again on the pitch that hit the umpire. And after the sacrifice bunt and a walk from Bridwell, he'll make his way home on the hit by pitch.
Yeah, that's not really ideal for Barnes. Bases loaded, 1 away, and now you're trailing. And yeah, for the Black Sox, you said it right. I mean, now they're not looking to, clinch a certain spot in this thing. They're looking to see, will we come into the tournament hot or will we come in cold? And tonight they're looking to become hot. Right now it's not really hot. It's just patience at the plate and, letting free bags come amongst them, because that's exactly what's happening here so far in this game.
Saw the umps have a meeting. We saw one just like this last game where there's a situation where we thought that a runner was hit by a ball. It turns out the umpires thought it hit the bottom of the bat, so they didn't. They made him swing again, called it a foul ball, but this time they say runner was in fact hit by the ball, so they'll advance the runner. First pitch in there for a strike.
Yeah, the Black Sox come in, lost 2 in a row now. Looking to get back on that winning side, as they're one of the favorites heading into the postseason as the 2 seed.
Yeah, you think teams that can compete with the Filth Ballers or have competed with the Filth Ballers, the only ones that really come to my mind are the Black Sox because of their defensive capabilities and their pitching staff. I think on a good day where the haymakers are swinging, I think the haymakers could make a good run with the Filth Ballers, and I think the Bombers, when either Adam Egger or Zane Liddon are pitching or on, I think those are the only 3 teams that could really compete with the Filth Ballers, in all honesty. We saw it earlier this season when Adam Eggert pitched, I believe, a complete game shutout, or like a complete game where he only gave up 1 run against the Filth Ballers in the first week of the season.
I think there's a little bit of pressure put on by the Filth Ballers too, because I mean they've been the top dogs all year. I mean everybody's kind of has their eyes on them.
Pitch again, another walk. So another run scores here. That's going to be Zwiener scoring after he reached on a first base. He reached first base on a single.
As I was previously mentioning, yeah, the Filth Baller, I mean, it's kind of like Tennessee in the college regionals. I mean, they were the top team all year long, all eyes on them, and they just felt the pressure. I mean, these are kids. These are college kids, 18 to 23 years old. I mean, they feel pressure, especially being a top seed when you feel like you have to win or it's a bust. So that could play an effect to the Filth Ballers' postseason play.
That pitch just outside. It has not been a great inning of command here, just in this inning alone. 2 walks and a hit by pitch. Sorry, 3 walks and a hit by pitch after that last walk on Blinn. Brings up Darius Hagan, who reached on a single last time. Finally finding the zone there is Barnes for 2-1. Still only 2 runs given up, though, so nothing too horrific for Barnes yet. That one misses high and inside, so it's 3-1. This one fouled behind, so it'll be 3-2. Full count coming up here for Hagan with 1 out. Another foul ball for Hagan. Great at bat here. Working his way back.
Yeah, I mean, that pitch count's going up for Barnes here, just working him and making him throw more pitches, than he probably desires to. Smart by the Black Sox. Wow.
This one poked over the third baseman into left field. So it'll be a single. All the runners advance, and now going in at home after the missed catch there by the third baseman, Wickham. So 2-run score. Bridwell advances home, as well as Manny Fregoso coming home. Blinn's at third, and Hagan is on first. So it'll be a 2 RBI single for Darius Hagan. And Darius Hagan's 2 for 2 on the day.
Curious to see if they'll award an error there for the throw, but doesn't appear so. 4-0. Goodness, look at that.
And right on cue, there is the error.
Yes, there is the error. Okay.
Still for Barnes, you got to start finding the zone here, especially early on in counts. I believe the last 4 batters, you've gotten behind 2-0, 3-1. That's just not where you want to be as a pitcher, especially mentally, knowing that you're not hitting the zone. Makes it even harder to hit the zone when you're down.
So far, and got walked 5-6 guys, and an inning and a third of work is not ideal. And it's just confidence in being able to get over the hump is what he's looking for now, and it's just not working right now. He's missing away the last 2 pitches.
So count sitting at 3-0 now with only 1 out still, so could see a potential here for a Spencer Crane bases loaded possibility. Hagan goes, but it is a walk anyways. So Hagan would have made it to second anyways, and that's bases loaded here for Spencer Crane, the cleanup hitter. Story couldn't write itself better. Reached on a walk last time. We'll see how the Cropdusters decide to pitch to him.
Yeah, Caden Young's second walk of the game. Up to 6 walks and hit by pitch on the outing for Barnes.
And you said it correctly. I mean, the Black Sox are just patient. They know that when a pitcher's not hitting the zone, they can just wait and they'll take the base.
Yeah, it's methodical, the Black Sox, what they're doing to the Cropdusters right now. There's only 1 out. base hit, put 6 up, and that's exactly what we saw the Haymakers do in the first inning.
Check swing there, missed just high and inside, so it'll be 1-1. That's probably one of the first times this inning that we've seen a first pitch strike there from Easton Barnes.
Yeah, 1-1 count.
Big swing there for 1-2.
That's something Barnes needed to see. That's strike 3, first K. It's a big strikeout. Now 2 down, focus on the hitter and get out of this inning. It's big striking out Spencer Crane.
Rusty Wortman last time up, grounded out to second base.
Now they've battered around here in the second inning.
This one hit high. Chance to make a play on it here in foul territory, and making a play is Nathan Wickham. But the damage is done. A lot of walks here, and the Black Sox score 4 in the bottom of the second inning. 2 hits in the bottom of the second. We'll have top of the third. The Cropdusters try and gain some back here on this 4-run deficit. We'll be back after the break. And we are back here, top of the third. Trayton Kozel, the right fielder, trying to spark this Cropduster offense, give it some life here as they're down 4. And an extremely crucial game to try and not slip to that 8 seed and have to play the Filth Ballers first round. Good pitch there from Krebs. It'll be 1-1. Another strike there, 2-2. And this one hit directly to the center fielder. Barely moving forward is Darius Hagan, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
Now batting, the catcher from West Virginia West.
Yeah, convenient for Trayton Kozel to just barely, or excuse me, Hogan, to barely even have to move for that one. And Hagan makes a nice play out there in center, and there's one down, and the Cropdusters still not very patient at the plate.
And right on cue, another first pitch swing there. As that one falls out of play, foul on the right-hand side.
Yeah, they're really attacking Krebs here early in counts, and Krebs will take that all day. That keeps his pitch count low, and Cropdusters not very patient so far, and they go after another one here.
Popped up. Falling out of play there.
Hit the light, but thankfully we didn't see any sparks. No lights out. No cost for damages as of now.
0-2 the count now for Thatcher Potee. pitch low, so it's 1-2. Another pitch outside, trying to get him to chase here, but Poti, after swinging at the first 2 pitches, a little bit more disciplined here. Another pitch low, and now it's a full count. Good at bat here from Poti, coming back from 0-2 to 3-2.
Yeah, seeing more of that from the Cropdusters. That's what they need. It's the bottom of their order, too. Solid at bat so far.
Foul ball. I'll bring up, this will be the 7th pitch of the at bat here for Poti. This one is going to fall in left center field. Thatcher Poti, the patience pays off and gets a full count bloop single over the shortstop's head, and he'll advance to first base.
You know, that's what happens when you sit back and wait for your pitch to hit. Good things happen. Just a nice piece of hitting into the left center gap, and 1 out, 1 on for the Cropdusters, their 2nd hit of the game, and hopefully this time no caught stealing like we saw with Kate Owens.
Bring up number 11, Caleb Copeland. Also have a pinch runner in there. Wait till we get a number on him. I believe it is number 19, Logan Davis there, pinch running. And this one, chance for a double play ball. Instead, just get the out at second. So Logan Davis, a pinch runner, makes a quick run to second base and is called out. Caleb Copeland will reach first on the fielder's choice.
Nice smooth play there from the shortstop and Blinn to just flick it over to Fracoso to get the out, and wise choice by Fracoso to not throw it to first just in case an overthrow, because Copeland clearly had that beat. But get the lead runner, that's what you got to do. Nice play there from the Black Sox middle infielders.
I'm at top of the order here in Kate Owens in the 3rd inning now. I think first time through, the Cropduster hitters really struggled. What do you think they're looking for this 2nd time through the lineup?
Just patience. I mean, they were jumping all over Krebs, but hitting it right at guys. Really weren't waiting for their right pitch to hit, because, and you know, odds are, I mean, the first pitch of the at-bat, probably not the best pitch to hit. Oftentimes, usually it's not. Rare times it is, but you know, they're just trying to get off a good start, maybe throw some off speed, throw them off a little bit. But yeah, just wait for their right pitch to hit.
Runner goes. And it looks like it'll be safe there. Not making throw in time is Wortman. Wortman got a great jump on it, but the ball kind of slipped out of his glove there, so he had to double clutch and make sure he had the ball held correctly before he fired it over to second base, and that's why the runner advances, and Copeland goes again on the hit and run, but it's a foul ball. So the count sits at 1-2 here for Kate Owens.
Not a bad move with 2 outs. A lot less risk on a hit and run like that. You don't typically see hit and runs from second base. Oftentimes it's at first base. So interesting decision here, but the Cropdusters have to get a little pep in their step, trailing by 4 early in this game.
That pitch got him looking. Good pitch there from Brandon Krebs. And the Cropdusters leave 1 runner stranded. We'll head to the bottom of the 3rd inning. Cropdusters down 4, and the Black Sox looking to add on to their lead. We'll be back after the break. And we are back here taking a look at the new pitcher for the Cropdusters. A very short leash for Easton Barnes. He'll only go 2 full innings, give up 4 runs. It's Braxton Wilhelm on the year, 4 1/3 pitched, 4 appearances. So usually just a 1-inning guy here. 1 loss on the year, giving up 2 runs on 2 hits, 2 earned runs, 6 walks, and 3 strikeouts. ERA sitting at around 3.23. So a little bit of inexperience here, just trying to rest up your good arms here as you head to the postseason. Try and rotate through the pitchers that you have thrown, and so Braxton Wilhelm gets his number called.
And notice here, a little bit higher velocity, so the timing will have to be down pretty quickly for the Black Sox. But yeah, not totally surprised by this. Having 2 innings, and Barnes was a little rocky on control in those 2 innings, 6 walks and a hit by pitch. Yeah, not surprised that the Cropdusters went with a pitching change.
Listed as a second base / utility player, so really showing his utility here is Wilhelm, the product out of University of Minnesota Morris. UMM has a few players in this league, a few playing for the Rail Riders as well. Good pitch there, catching the outside line for 1-2. This is Dustin Sipe, who scored a run last inning after being walked, as the Black Sox got through all 10 hitters last inning. And a big cut there, gets his first strikeout, does Braxton Wilhelm.
Yeah, it's a good start. Off speed was a killer there, and that's the first strikeout swinging. And that's the second time the Black Sox have gone down on strikes here in this game.
So Easton Barnes finishes his day with 6 walks, 1 strikeout, and 1 hit by pitch on 2 full innings, and giving up 3 hits. Oh, and a missed throw there, so kind of be 1-2.
I think he lost his footing is my guess what happened. His foot kind of dragged and kind of jumped out of the way to avoid any sort of extension or injury of some sort. He's kind of laughing it off, and luckily there was nobody on base, so no balk.
And instead, the next pitch is hit towards the center fielder. Making the catch there is Caleb Copeland. So after the little slip there on the mound from Wilhelm, he recovers and gets a nice fly out to the center fielder. That'll bring up number 7, Christian Harris, who plays right field. Harris last time up with a sacrifice bunt to advance the runners. Runner, I should say, advanced Zwinner to second base, who ended up scoring later on. And Harris pops this one up high. And another one popped up high, but this one will be in play. Calling for it is Wilhelm, and making the catch is Wilhelm. So down go the Black Sox, 1-2-3, as Braxton Wilhelm gets 3 up, 3 down. We'll head to the top of the 4th, 4-0 lead for the Omaha Black Sox.
Tilton.
We've got Jack Tilton up to bat here, the top of the 4th inning for the Cropdusters, a shortstop. Last time up, flied out to left field. Two balls here early from Krebs. Krebs looking to continue the good form that he's been in all game.
Yeah, off to a little bit of a rocky start here in this 4th inning, 3-0 to a talented hitter like Jack Tilton.
Finally catches one on the low outside corner. That's a pitch that's really hard to hit because you know if you make contact with it, it's off the end of the barrel. It's going to be weak.
Yeah, that or you're, popping something, just kind of a little blooper into that kind of down the left field line. It's always really difficult to get to as a fielder.
And there's the walk there, so Tilton will take first base on the 6-pitch walk.
Now batting, the third baseman from the Collegiate St. Scholastica, number 5.
That'll bring up Nathan Wickham from the College of St. Scholastica. Number 5 also playing third base. Oh, and missed throw there, so Tilton will take second and will potentially push for 3. Yes, he will. And throw across is not in time, so Tilton able to get from first to third on one error.
Yeah, it's always risky throwing back just in case you underthrow, and it's a really tough scoop for that first baseman. And Tilton, look at the speed. Oftentimes you don't see guys, make the jump from first all the way to third. Tilton did, but why not take that risk in a 4-0 game when there's playoff implications on the line?
I think he chose the right time to be aggressive now because you got a runner 90 feet away from scoring your first run of the game, cutting the lead to 3, and there's no outs. Tilton, I believe, one of the fastest players in the league. You got him, you got Danny Spungberg on the Bombers as well as one of the fastest players in the league. You just see them steal bases left and right, really. There's no stopping them. Once they get a good jump, they're off, and it's hard to gun them down. That pitch from Krebs high. He needs to find the zone here if he wants any chance of keeping this score at 0 for the Cropdusters. Play is made at first, but scoring a run there is Tilton. So Cropdusters get on the board.
Yeah, you'll take that all day for the Cropdusters. Yeah, it's an out, but you'll take the run scored. It's 4-1. Base is empty for the Cropdusters, 1 away.
Brings up Dakota Hogan last time up. Nice little pop out to the third baseman, Sipe, in foul territory. Big swing there from Hogan. And that one's low, 2-1 the count. And just like you said earlier, this second time through, the hitters are being a lot more patient with Krebs, letting Krebs get behind himself early, miss the strike zone early, and then taking advantage of it when they go later on the counts. Krebs delivers a 2-2, and it's high, 3-2.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how long Krebs goes with the playoffs being at the end of the week. Don't want to lay him out too much to where he's unavailable this entire tournament. So can't imagine him going more than 4 or 5 innings here tonight.
This one chopped to the shortstop, and unable to make the play there is Peyton Blinn. Hits off his glove. And it'll be an infield hit there
Now batting, the first baseman from William Penn, number 17.
for Dakota Hogan.
Peabody.
That'll bring up number 17, Peabody, the first baseman. Good pitch from Krebs, leads to 1-1 here, working against Peabody. This one hit high to shallow center. Getting under it is Hagen. That'll be 2 outs for the Black Sox.
Now batting, the designated hitter from South Dakota State, number 31, Thatcher Kozel.
Yeah, it's Peabody pretty much identical lineouts in the second, and now here in the 4th inning, just shots right at Hagen where he really doesn't have to move at all. So 2 down now with Thatcher Kozel, who struck out, and he's our kind of guy to look out for in this game.
That one ripped sharply, but it goes just foul of the first base. So Krebs lines up here with the 1-1. Runner goes. Throw is short, but it is there in time, and he gets him out. Great play there from Rusty Wortman. And that'll retire the side. 1 run scored for the Cropdusters. They cut the lead down to 3, but the Black Sox look to extend it here as we head to the bottom of the 4th inning. This is the Corn Belt League Network.
For the Black Sox,
back here. First pitch in there for a strike. Second pitch also a strike there for Wickham. Trying out Wickham Wilhelm. Wickham is the 3rd baseman for the Cropdusters. Counts now 1-2.
Whew, that was filthy off speed.
Great pitch there from Wilhelm, and he gets him. That'll bring up Manny Fregoso. Fregoso up to bat now. He got hit by pitch last time up. That was working against Easton Barnes. Facing a new pitcher now in Wilhelm. Big swing there for Figosa, makes it 0-2. This one popped up high. And just on the inside of the fence line there. Unable to make a play on it was Thatcher Potee. And still 0-2 for Fregoso.
It's always tough looking up and trying to make a play, not kind of aware where that fence is at. You don't want to go crashing into it. It's a metal fence, but heck of an effort.
And there's strike 3 swinging. So 2 straight strikeouts here for Wilhelm. He's getting into his groove here for the Cropdusters. Now they just need some offense to back it up.
Yeah, he's rolling. I mean, 4-1 right now. That's a safe. So far right now, a safe lead for the Black Sox, but still a ton of baseball they played. 3 strikeouts, and he's mowing down these Black Sox. But, yeah, the Cropdusters going to need an offensive push here in the next couple innings.
Good pitch there. The curveball just dropping into the zone on the outside. There's another curveball just catching the outside line. Wilhelm is locating that pitch extremely well. There's strike 3. Got him swinging. 3 straight strikeouts for Braxton Wilhelm. And he's getting into his groove. The Black Sox are unable to do anything against him. So we'll head to the top of the 5th inning. Cropdusters trying to get some offense going here. They got 1 in the 4th. Can they do anything more in the 5th? We'll be back after the break. We are back here. Cropdusters searching for some offense after getting some great pitching there from Braxton Wilhelm. Got Thatcher Kozel, the designated hitter, up. First pitch high. Looks like it'll go out of play. It hits the bleachers with some force. That might leave a dent in the bleachers. That one also fouled back. It's 0-2 the count now against Thatcher Kozel. Last time up he struck out in the 2nd inning. Can you get a read in the bullpen for me? The Black Sox bullpen. 1-2 the count now, working against Kozel. Another foul ball, and Kozel's really covering his plate here.
Yeah, that's what good hitters do. I mean, you make it difficult to pitch to them, and that's exactly what Thatcher Kozel is doing here.
That one just outside. Big swing there and a miss. Looks like it's a foul ball. Just caught the end of the bat. We didn't hear it. There is a little bit of movement here in the Black Sox bullpen. Looks like they're bringing up PJ Nagy, who has 11 appearances on the year. Only one start, though. 1 win to his name on 12 innings pitched. He's really just their reliever. So they'll look to get his arm loosened up here as he heads into the playoffs, looking to be the Black Sox main reliever. Could also see Rylan Wallingford later on in this game. He's another pretty consistent reliever for the Black Sox. Need to get his arm loose for the playoffs as well. This one hit high and deep into right center field. But getting under it there is Hagan. And that'll be the first out of the 5th inning.
Yeah, kudos to Hagan out there in center field. Sometimes those balls can get caught up in these stadium lights when the sun's going down, sky's getting darker. I mean, it's tough to lose sometimes. And tracked all the way through his glove and records the first down and gets a good hitter out like Thatcher Kozel. Hasn't had much of a night tonight, 0 for 2.
It's the 4th time Hagan's been called on in the past 4 innings. Not made a mistake yet. As this one gets through to Hagan as Trayton Kozel gets the hit, and he'll advance to first base.
That's something the Cropdusters need, just that one guy to get on. And, you know, baseball is a game about momentum. If one guy get on, get the dugout a little rowdy and spark some energy in that dugout, things can change. It's only a 3-run game. Plenty of baseball still to be played. Black Sox far from out of the woods. They're right in the middle of it.
Thatcher Potee hits this one high, now to play towards the right field side.
Please return all foul balls to the first or third base dugout.
And nice to see Trayton pick up Thatcher right there with a base hit into center field. You got 1 out, runner on first. See what the Cropdusters can do here.
That one low gets away from Wortman, so advancing to second there is Kozel.
And he'll take those all day. Pass ball, I'd say, from the catcher and Wortman. And now a runner in scoring position, less than 2 outs. Maybe we see a bunt from Potee to get him over to third, but see his swing away. I don't know. It's kind of those coaching decisions come into play as we work towards crunch time here.
Potee last time up did have a hit, so track record so far looks good as he calls for time. That one low. So 2-1 it is. Potee coming into this game, 5 hits on 35 at bats. It's 143, but then got a single his first time up. And he's really done a good job fighting at the plate. Last time he fought back from being down, I believe 0-2 to making it 3-2 and then getting that single on a full count. And he does it again here with that foul ball. It's 2-2 the count. That one's low and away, so it'll be a full count here for Potee. This could be huge.
Yeah, when he misses, he's missing low, so that's something to watch. I think the Cropdusters are taking note of mentally.
And there's a swing and a miss there for Potee. And you'll see him walk off. A little bit of anger there. knowing that that's a missed opportunity.
The center fielder from Bethany College, number 11, Caleb Copeland.
It's the third strikeout of the game for Krebs. Gonna bring up the 9-hole hitter and Caleb Copeland, the center fielder.
Yeah, I need Caleb to come through, especially to get your top of the order at the plate in this inning with a runner in scoring position.
First pitch in there for a strike, straight down the center. That one hit high, out of play on the right side.
Well, guys, hear the crickets chirping, surrounded by trees. You know it's a summer night here, and it is a beautiful summer night.
When we started the night here at 3 p.m., the sun was beaten, but first pitch.
Perfect.
Yeah, first pitch of the 5 p.m. game, it got down to about 88, and from then it just kept cooling off as this one shot up the gap. And making the play, but the throw is not in time. A good play there from Peyton Blinn to get across and get the backhand glove, but unable to make the throw in time. So first and third here with 2 outs, and top of the order coming up in Cade Owens.
Yeah, you got to give credit there. He throws across his body, makes one heck of an effort, but just Copeland's too quick. And an infield base hit despite not getting the runner home. You get that top of the order up. We'll see what Cade Owens, can do, as he had a single to lead this game off.
Runner goes. This one's lifted to the right side. It's still in play potentially. Sliding catch not made there by the first baseman, Zwiener.
Man, I mean, any other ballpark, that thing's sailing 10 feet away. I mean, that was still in play. It took one hop over the fence. Couldn't have even made the play, so you got a lot of foul space here at this park.
I think that's something that just doesn't benefit hitters. Sometimes you think about it. Times where you could get a second chance at bat, but instead you're out because of a pop fly that's in foul territory that would have gone out in any other ballpark. As the runner goes, so runners on second and third now. It's Copeland advancing, as expected with runners on the corners.
And that's a huge stolen base there for Copeland. Now 2 men in scoring position. Tying run at the plate. Things could change quickly. If Owens can get something in the green grass of the outfield out here.
He'll have to do with 1 strike to work with here. The count's 1-2.
And now you feel the pressure if you're Cade Owens. Chance like this may not come again in this game, and you know where you stand in those standings here in the Corn Belt League.
This one hit. It's going to be lined out to the shortstop, so Krebs gets out of the jam with no damage done. We'll head to the bottom of the 5th. The score stays the same, 4-1 Black Sox. We'll be back. This is Corn Belt League Baseball on the Corn Belt League Network. Darius Hagan up to bat here. Bottom of the 5th inning. First pitch swung on right to the shortstop. And making a play there. Good work from Tilton. And good catch there from Peabody.
Now batting, the extra hitter for Northeast Community College, number 38, Caden Young.
That'll bring up Caden Young, the extra hitter. Strong player from Northeast Community College in Norfolk, Nebraska. You still got Wilhelm at the plate here dealing. One and one the count is. And great pitch there from Wilhelm. Got him to chase. 2-2 the count. Wilhelm's been having an extremely productive outing here. Retired all 7 batters he's faced, as well as 4 strikeouts on those 6 batters, so it's been an incredible outing so far for Wilhelm. Last inning struck out all 3 batters. And right on cue, there's a walk, so the announcer's jinx strikes again as Caden Young takes first base. That'll bring up Spencer Crane, designated hitter. Been a pretty quiet day so far. 1 walk and 1 strikeout.
Now batting, the designated hitter from Baldwin Laws, number 31, Spencer Crane.
Spencer Crane shows bunt but pulls back after the throw's high, so it's 1-0. That pitch low and it gets away, so Caden Young's going to advance to second. Runner in scoring position for Spencer Crane. You know that's where he's the most dangerous. Big cut there, 2-1. Good pitch from Wilhelm. Wilhelm being a little bit more passive with the batters now, not attacking that first pitch in the strike zone. He's trying to get them to chase here as he goes later on in this game, as this one's fouled back. Wilhelm will step off the mound, regather his thoughts here as he stares down Spencer Crane with a 2-2 count. 1 out here for the Black Sox, looking to tack on to this 1-4 lead that they have. This one hit high, but it's not going to get out. We'll see if Copeland can get under it, and he will. So Copeland gets Spencer Crane out for the second out of the inning. They'll bring up the catcher, Wortman. Wortman, another player from Northeast Community College in Norfolk. And with a runner on second, we'll see what Wortman can do to try and extend this lead. Pitch up and inside. We talk about the weather a lot. Earlier on in the season, we had a few Tuesday night baseballs get canceled here. Rain, hail, we had it all here in June, but in July, the weather's been holding out pretty nicely for us as that ball travels up and away from the catcher, Potee. And Caden Young advances to third. So now with 2 balls and 2 outs, you see Wortman working with a runner at third. This one fouled up and away. It'll go out of play on the left field side. Those are the makeup games. 2-1 the count here with Wortman working with 2 outs for the Black Sox, trying to extend this 3-run lead here as they look to close out this regular season with one more game after this one. Both teams on a losing streak. The Black Sox lost 2 in a row. Cropdusters have lost 4 in a row. The last game for the Cropdusters was Saturday night, a 9-6 loss against the Red Raiders. On the flip side for the Black Sox, it was on Thursday, a 4-2 loss against the Omaha Bombers as Wortman takes a walk. And so the runners on the corners now for the Black Sox. That'll bring up Dustin Sipe. Struck out his last time, walked the time before that.
Black Sox could be getting some big time runs here. Get some insurance.
And runners will go. Another pass ball there from Potee. Means that Caden Young will come around and score a run. Caden Young, no hits, 1 run. He's walked every single time he's been up to bat. And Wortman will advance to second. That's really the first true mistakes we've seen from Wilhelm this game on the pitcher's mound. That walk and then a few pass balls by Potee means 1 run scores for the Black Sox.
Yeah, I just kind of spiked him there. Haven't seen much of that from Wilhelm. He's been pretty solid tonight, but yeah, wants to take one back there, but it's 5-1 Black Sox. Get that insurance.
This one chopped to Tilton, making the play there from the shortstop position. And that'll be it. Bottom of the 5th inning over. 1 run scored for the Black Sox. We'll head to the top of the 6th inning. 2 innings left to play here. Black Sox lead 5-1 here in Ralston, Omaha. Lights are on here in Omaha, Nebraska at JJ Isaacson Field. Seymour Smith Park, a beautiful place for these baseball games, hosted by the Corn Belt League. We do have a new pitcher in PJ Nagy, for the Black Sox. 12 2/3 innings pitched this year, 11 games played, so he's mainly a relief pitcher, only 1 start on the year. ERA of 3.868, which is extremely good for a reliever. And he'll look to do some work here against the Cropdusters. Tilton lifts this one into left field, and it'll fall for a single. So Nagy gives off a leadoff single, and it'll bring up Nathan Wickham, number 5.
Now batting, the third baseman for the Collegiate St. Scholastica, number 5, Nathan Wickham.
One and 0 the count is against Nathan Wickham. Pickoff throw not in time. Tilton's an extremely disciplined base runner. He knows when to get a good jump. Right on cue, there goes Tilton. Throw is not in time, and he'll be safe at second. Tilton using his biggest weapon, that's his speed, to his advantage there. Pitch inside means 2-1 working against Wickham. Just fouls that one off, so it'll be 2-2.
2-8. You got this. I'll be back.
Nagy fakes a throw back to second, and will gather himself again and try and deliver this 2-2. And I'll actually throw it to the second baseman this time, who's nowhere near the bag. This one lifted to the center fielder. Making the play there is Hagan. And it'll hold Tilton at second.
Yeah, nice play there. Seen a couple of those lineouts to Hagan tonight. 2 from Peabody, and then there, Kozel's got one, and then to from Wickham now, and now 1 out runner on second. Damage control, keep that guy there, and keep finding the strike zone as you work through this tough part of the order. Now it's Dakota Hogan's turn.
Dakota Hogan, the cleanup hitter.
Nice pitch. Let's go.
Looks at a first pitch in there, first strike. Nagy looks to deliver the 1-1. Tilton's on second with 1 out, and Tilton goes, and this one hits Nagy. The throw will be made to first base, but Tilton advances to third, so now we got another run 90 feet away from the plate if you're Blake Peabody.
Now batting, the first baseman from William Penn, number 17, Blake Peabody.
Blake Peabody flown out to center twice. That wouldn't be bad here if there was only 1 out. Look for the sac fly and try and get Tilton home, but with 2 outs now, you got to get a hit here if you're looking for any sort of offense. He takes a swing at the first pitch, and he misses. So it'll be 0-1.
Yeah, just blew it right past Peabody here. Couple lineouts tonight. Hagen better be ready out there in center field.
This one instead lifted to left field. Getting under it is Bridwell, so that'll be the end of the top of the 6th inning for the Cropdusters. Still no offense on the board, really. They've got 1 run through 6. We'll head to the bottom of the 6th. Black Sox up 4. Quick little lineup change here for the Cropdusters. Have a new pitcher here on the mound. It's going to be Blake Peabody. We saw him playing earlier today. He was playing at first base. Looks like it's his first outing of the season for Peabody. Check that. He has pitched 7 innings in 6 games, so another pretty heavy relief pitcher. Giving up 7 earned, so a 6.68 ERA. And sliding into first base, we see Anthony Comfort, number 33 for the Cropdusters. Comfort out of Southwestern Community College, a pitcher as well as a first baseman, so he'll play pretty comfortably in that first base role. Put up in the bottom of the 6th. Swainer hits this one. He will be out.
No line out to left field. Sharp liner, but just not over the head of the left fielder in Bridwell.
It'll bring up the right fielder, number 7, Christian Harris. First pitch misses for ball. Another pitch missing low for a ball.
Yeah, 3-0, missing away in this at-bat. 1 out, bases empty, but the Black Sox, again, it was interesting to see their approach tonight. They look pretty normal despite having that 2 seed locked up.
This
Just a
one
nice
lifted.
piece of hitting, you know.
Just gets over the head of the shortstop Tilton, so getting to first base there is number 7, Christian Harris. It's his first hit of the game.
Yeah, that was a really nice piece of hitting right over the shortstop's head. Blaine couldn't get to it too high up there and lets it land out there in left center field. 1 out base hit. Really squared it up nicely.
Got a few schedule changes here to talk through. So, had a game rained out June 25th, so just about a month later here. We've got the Bombers and the Royal Blue Dogs. Going to start that game top of the 5th inning with the Bombers leading 5-1. 2 games added on Tuesday. Got a makeup in the top of the 5th from June 7th. So that game's 6 weeks out. The Rail Riders will be leading 1-0. That's going to start at 4 p.m. And then Red Raiders versus Haymakers, rainout game from July 5th, will be added to tomorrow at 8 p.m. It's kind of funny because there are a few rain showers in the forecast for tomorrow, so you could see potentially a double rainout game, which would be very unfortunate for those teams as they try and get that last bit of seeding done here for the playoffs. That pitch catching the low corner for a strike. It's 2-1. Runner goes. This one's lifted foul.
Matthew
3-2 against Bridwell with 1 out, a runner on first. Runner goes. This one's up and over the press box, so it'll go again with a payoff pitch. Pitch is low for a walk, so it'll be runners on first and second for Manny Fregoso.
Now batting, the second baseman from Cerritos College, number 22, Manny Fregoso. Courtesy running at first base, number 30, Stephen Larkin. Sounds good.
And in at first base is Stephen Larkin for Matthew Bridwell. This one lifted high towards center field. Copeland looks to get under it, and he will. And runners will stay at first and second. And that'll bring up top of the order for the Black Sox.
Now batting, the shortstop from Indiana University, Purdue University, Columbus, number 14, Peyton Glenn.
First pitch catch in the outside corner, 0-1. Second pitch misses, so it'll be 1-1 here.
Yeah, didn't miss by much there. I kind of see for the Cropdusters. I mean, didn't really understand where he missed that. That was number 17 and Blake Peabody, also in the lineup. Didn't see where that one quite missed. That's a big cut there.
Big cut there from Blinn, and he missed. Searching for that home run ball, but instead just too much force on it and get him stepping out of the batter's box. 1-2 here with 2 outs for Blinn. Runners on first and second. Harrison Bridwell. And he got him swinging. Good work there from Peabody to strike out the batter, Peyton Blinn. It'll bring up the top of the 7th. Last chance here for the Cropdusters to get something back and try and regain this 4-run deficit. This is Corn Belt League Baseball on the Corn Belt League Network. New pitcher in for the Black Sox, Eli Srnkovic. Take a quick look at his stats. He's really one of the main guys here for the Black Sox. 29 2/3 innings pitched, 6 games started, 7 appearances total. He's given up 15 runs, 3.303 ERA. Big cut there from number 31, Thatcher Kozel. Srnkovic 1-2 the count. Working against Kozel, and got to assume Srnkovic will not be pitching anytime soon until the playoffs, so this is probably his last outing, getting him loose here before the postseason begins. Just missing that one outside. Swing and a miss, got him swinging. Srnkovic, first strikeout of the night.
And he just blows it right past him, and it's a good start to the 7th inning. Black Sox looking real strong, the pitching staff heading into the postseason.
Cropdusters
This one hit to the shortstop. Play is made in time there by Peyton Blinn, making the throw to Zwiener. So it's 2 away. Last out here for the Cropdusters.
Number 32, Caleb Horner.
Pinch hitting now, number 32, Caleb Horner.
That's a nice play, throwing across his body, going to his left there to make the play, and a strong throw over to second or to first base, and records the second out. Now the Cropdusters down to their final out.
Cernovich just missing that one. 2-1 to count. I can go get it. It's fine.
Well, that's right down Main Street. Takes that. That's a surprising take. 2-1 down to your final out, right down the middle. It's a tough take.
And that one hit softly to the shortstop. Will it be the game? Yes, it will. The Black Sox walk away with this one. 5-1 the final score. The Cropdusters continue their losing streak. They've lost the last 5 in a row. Black Sox end their 2-game losing streak. They'll have a record of 16-8, sitting at a solid 67% in the win percentage. And a solid win for the Black Sox today. Got a little bit of everything, a little bit of good pitching, a little bit of good hitting. What do you see today from them, Jack?
Yeah, Black Sox looked really good fundamentally. The pitching was there. Cropdusters just couldn't get the bats going, and they haven't been able to all year against the Black Sox. That's been the struggle, has been the offense, and it needs to wake up for Tuesday and especially for Thursday.
You mentioned that playoffs right around the corner. Got a few more games here, and then we'll be ready for playoff baseball. That'll be it here. We'll talk with our player of the game, Darius Hagan, when we come back from the break, but from the booth, that'll be all. I'm Arnav Pokhrel. Joining me tonight, Jack McGonigal, as well as the rest of the Corn Belt League crew. We'll see you right after the break to talk with our player of the game, Darius Hagan. All right, and a 5-1 win for the Black Sox over the Omaha Cropdusters here to finish out play on this beautiful Sunday night in Omaha, Nebraska. I'm here in the booth with two of the players from the Omaha Black Sox here. On my left is Brandon Krebs. On my right is Darius Hagan. Krebs, I'm going to start with you. Pitching 5 innings, 1 earned, 3 strikeouts. What was that like pitching tonight?
At the beginning of the night, I was only supposed to have a 40-pitch limit, and then we kind of talked it over with Coach, and he just said, you know what, if I keep going efficiently, letting the defense work behind me, that he was just going to let me go. So got 5 quality innings, good defense behind me, so it was a good day.
Yeah, you mentioned that good defense behind you. What's it like knowing that your defense is doing a lot of good work behind you?
Well, for a guy that's not going to blow anyone by with their fastball, I need him behind me, so it's just kind of that feeling of just like trusting them and just letting them work, let them show their talent off a little bit. So.
And now coming into the last week of the regular season, what's that been like? Playing with this team in Omaha, I mean, getting better at your game, really. What's that been like this whole season?
It's been fun. I think we all come together really well, and we gelled pretty quick. So now that we're all getting hot together, I think we're a dangerous team now. So.
Perfect. And I'll flip over to our Kelly Supply Company player of the game here, Darius Hagan. 2 for 3 on the night, 2 hits, 2 RBIs. What was that like hitting tonight?
Just seeing the ball well. Struggled a little bit earlier this season, but coming back strong, seeing it well, putting good swings on it. It's really just been the good successes that I've had.
And you mentioned that you were also a pretty good player there out in the outfield today. I believe you had 5 plays. Just most of them were pretty easy right to you, but you had to move for a few of those. What's that like? How are you tracking the ball in this weather? How's that all affecting you?
I guess earlier in the game it's pretty easy, but you get about 4th, 5th inning, sun's going down, like it's tough. You got to rely on other outfielders. They're communicating well, helping me out a lot, so helps me a lot, making me look good. So.
Yeah, and the Black Sox are now the 2 seed heading into the postseason. That's official. That's confirmed. What are you guys looking for in these last 2 games before you head into postseason play?
Really just looking to find our skills here, Got to win a couple of games, come out strong. Can't lose these. Looking to beat the Filth Ballers in the playoffs. So.
And there you go. I'll leave that here. If you guys have any last words, I'll let you go to it.
South Country, let's ride.
Let's ride.
Let's ride, baby. Let's ride.
There you go. That's our Kelly Supply Company player of the game, Darius Hagan, as well as Brandon Krebs joining me. A beautiful night of baseball ends here with a 5-1 victory for the Omaha Black Sox. They take 2nd place in the Corn Belt League. They'll take on the 7th seed, still yet to be decided later on in the regular season. We'll have playoff action after that. So it'll be a fun last week of baseball here in Omaha and here at JJ Isaacson Field. That's going to be all from me tonight. Joining you in the booth, I was Arnav Pokhrel, joined by Jack McGonigal and the rest of the Corn Belt League crew. We want to thank you guys for listening and hope you guys have a great night.